coming off the tremendous success of Get Out, you did something very interesting with us, which is you did not do second verse same as the first at all. A very different movie in many ways. Can you give us a sense of why you decided to take that approach to it, and what were some of the challenges for you?
Well, a lot of the doors that opened up from Get Out allowed me to sort of reach out and expand my circle, my creative circle. And I had great partnerships on Get Out, but for this one, I was aware I was going to get to make a bigger movie. I was aware I was going to get to really bring in specialized talent. And so I wanted to make a movie that was honestly a little bit less definitive, a little bit more of this Rorschach test, where you can apply your own relationship to this idea of our self guilt and our ability to create a sort of us versus them dynamic. So I really felt like I was kind of shot out of a cannon, and and that the audience was going to be with me.
Now, you have an amazing cast here with some of the most talented actors in the world. As a director-writer, for you, how do you work with your actors to okay, so this one you're red, this one, how do you play these roles and how do you play them against each other?
It's a mind fuck, to be honest.
That's going to be our drinking game of the day. Every time someone says mind fuck.
It's very difficult to, first of all, it's very difficult to schedule. It's very difficult, in terms of which day, who's playing what. And if you're making a scene where there's 8 characters and 4 actors in a scene, it's a tremendous labor of specificity and making sure you can't just get coverage. Every shot has to be really meticulously planned. What's really the challenge that then comes is getting the actors from day to day. If Lupita is playing Adelaide one day and Red the next day, and her process is immersive. She is the type of actor who is in vibe on set, and she does her homework and she grinds. So acting, at least for me, it's very vulnerable, and you need to be in a certain emotion. The stress, what you do to yourself emotionally is very difficult. So as strategy, I'll approach an actor and have them tell me everything about themselves and how they want to perform. And with an actor like Lupita, who is probably as in-depth, as studied, as meticulous as any performer I've ever worked with.
And magnificent in this film, by the way. A round of applause for Lupita.
And magnificent. And I can't stress enough how difficult these 2 performances must have been for her. And I watched her do it, and there are scenes where she is fighting with herself physically, and emotionally, while she was performing these scenes, she wanted to understand the emotional connection of each moment with both characters, which is, in the hands of a lesser performer, is a mind fuck to drink. So watching her do this feat of not only seeing it through one character's eyes, but another character's eyes, and also, really, she wanted to see what I was seeing as well. She had to sort of step back. It was one of these actor-director relationships that really pushed us both to, I think, our breaking point and our greatest height.